What's up, YouTube? I'm going to do another quick trade breakdown for you guys. So I took longs on the Nasdaq at 1530. Wanted to break down why I took them. So originally I was looking for my signature here, little fake market structure shift beneath this low right here, and then a turtle soup of this low right here, but never got the soup. We actually SMT'd this low with YM, left equal lows, but YM did end up taking this low, so I disengaged at this time. But doesn't mean that there's still not a potential setup later on. Now I know I like to usually frame my trades off of taps into EQ and soups into EQ, but there was enough confluences for me in this trade to kind of deem EQ as a place that probably won't get tapped again. So we have this 15-minute breaker that forms, as well as we have a 15-minute change in the state of delivery right here. And this is a high probability order block because, one, it is nested with this breaker, but also it took liquidity. So it took out this low over here, and I think we had SMT at a lower point. Yeah, over here. So with this low right here, so I was pretty confident that we were going to continue higher at this point, going into MOC, which is market on close. So we had SMT there. And then again, as always, look for a soup, get our soup, tap into the change in the state of delivery order block, as well as create our 15-second breaker. So there's a breaker block right here that was formed. But like I've mentioned before, I really like to line up my breakers with the opening price of my souping candle, which was right here, which is the time-based change in the state of delivery. Right here. Let me mark this out. This just gives me extra confirmation because it also flips the candle color, which I like to see. So I did wait a little bit longer. I actually took entry right around this candle. Stops at the low. And then I did target a little bit more out of this trade. I wasn't properly risked on this one. The reason why is I don't like to front run the 1550 macro. It's just very volatile. So that's why I was a little bit de-risked on this trade. And I ended up taking it for about 60 points on this one, right around here. So pretty big trade, about 4R on this one. Sometimes I let them go a little bit longer, but that's pretty much the trade that I took. I did want to mention there was another valid setup here earlier in the day that I missed personally. I wasn't getting a good read in the morning and kind of ended up letting this one go without me, but right here, let me clean all this up. We had 1030 come turtle soup, the previous candle's low. Right here. We also had it tap into a 15-minute fair value gap. And what does it have inside of it? A nested low. So this is that fake market structure shift that I'm looking for. And another thing to note here, which makes this higher conviction, was we tapped EQ of the previous day's range, and we got the signature there. So this one would have yielded a good 2R. Let me put this in replay mode. The breaker that I would have taken would have been, so this is the time-based change in the state of delivery right here. And it also doubled up as the breaker as well, so you'll see that sometimes, which is fine. But not a breaker until we close above this high. So this would have been the entry trigger right here. Stop at the low, and then target 2R. So like I said, I did not take this trade. I didn't have a good read on the market. I was pretty just tunnel vision on shorts. I wanted us to come back up here for me to short it, and we never got that, so that's just a bad read on my part. But yeah, this was a very valid setup. And then of course the 1530 longs right here that I ended up taking. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Peace.